I went on my first 48-hour fast back in February of 2020. I was trying to give some support to a former classmate of mine who was trying to quit smoking at the same time. I told him that I would work on my binge eating if he worked on his smoking, and because my eating had kind of annoyed him as well. I talked about this in other videos, how eating used to get in the way of my social life and my professional life, and he needed to quit smoking. And so we agreed that we would form a little bit of a pact, if you will. And he quit smoking. And I asked him what motivated him to quit smoking. And it was February. He didn't want to go outside when it was cold. And I worried for him because that was the reason he gave. And I knew it wouldn't apply so much in a couple of months. We didn't realize that in a couple of months there would be another danger to leaving your apartment unit. He lived in an apartment that didn't allow smoking. But in February, I was worried for him. And then it turned out that he had another reason that he didn't want to go into the hallways of his apartment. So that turned out well. Um, and I quit binge eating. And what really hit me by surprise the second day of the 48-hour fast. See, I was nervous about the second day going into it. But that second day, I felt so relieved. It was like I didn't have this bother anymore. You gotta understand, eating is not a very simple activity if you really think about it. You gotta cook, you gotta prepare, you gotta clean up, you gotta worry about your desk, right? Especially now that I'm constantly on Zoom or shooting a YouTube video. It really makes me think about what's in the background in my videos, right? I'm always nervous about cleanliness, and or when I was returning to the office back when we were in phase 2 of the lockdowns, I was constantly worried about body odors and all that. And when I was eating less, a lot of that evaporated. But more importantly, I also got this happy-go-lucky feeling. See, when I'm full, especially if I'm stuffed, I get easily irritable and nervous and sometimes angry almost. I was just competing in the computer Olympiad on Zoom when see the computer Olympiad involves myself and others with AI programs, and we're matching them up to see who has the better AI. And my opponent looked at my board and he put the wrong move into his program, and I just got a huge surge of anger. I mean, I didn't show it, but I was so frustrated that I thought I was going to have a panic attack that I turned off the Zoom because I didn't know what I was going to do next. And that's what happens when I eat. And unfortunately, I have to eat at some point. But every time I eat, I start to get angry, and it's almost like giving an alcoholic a drink. I need to think hard about how I arrange my eating. Maybe eat only once every other day, or maybe even once every third day. Um, I have noticed every time after a good meal, I get easily angry. When I'm fasting, things flow right over me. I see my girlfriend talking with some other guy, it slips right over me. I see that I'm losing at the computer Olympiad, it slips right over me. Sometimes if I'm nervous about going to a meeting at work where I think I might lose my job or get a bad news or something, I'll actually fast before the meeting. And unfortunately, I can't always predict when I'll have a significant meeting at work, which is a big problem. Uh, I need to think hard about this. Anyways, food makes me angry. I don't know why. Thanks for watching.